my chat up. It's gonna take a second to catch up, but go ahead and get this going. We're gonna play Scarlet Hollow. It's a demo from Black Tabby Games. They are the creators of just. I'll leave that up for a sec. There's lighting flash effects. And yeah, like I was saying, look at my bone hand and look at the cute little cat icon. Oh my god. You won't be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome home. What an intro. I applaud. Alright. I love me a point and click horror. Pretty sure you can hear everything pretty good. At least it was good for me. So I'm pretty happy with that. And mute that just in case. Preferences is definitely gonna be full screen. Alright. Right. Controls. Huh. Nah, I'm cool with the point and click being classic point and click for me. Any hoozles. They are the creators of the Slay the Princess we just played yesterday. It's super dope, so I have fairly high expectations for this, so I'm sure they'll deliver. It's already giving a great vibe, so let's go ahead and get it started. Oh, my name is Paige. We live in the city of... I can't get my actual city. I mean, I could, I suppose. I don't live in it. I'm around it. And I do love her. But I kind of want it to be fantastical. I gave my name. I'm gonna go with it. I do not live here, but I travel to see it. Asheville. I am the she of hers. Confirm. Extremely good looking, a natural flirt. People just like you probably because you're a good person. Book smart, well read and rational. Possess a wealth of esoteric knowledge and know when to use it. Since I don't even know that word, that's probably not the one for me. Observant with a knack for picking up small details. Empathetic, I mean, definitely that. Tough as nails, the pinnacle of fit. Oh, girl, no. Strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. I can see both of these being me. But what is this one? You talk to animals, animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse. I'm gonna go with these two because obviously I could give myself, but I certainly can't talk to animals. I'm no animal whisperer, and I'm good at lying and hard to lie to. Fast talker, you can read people and read the room. Nah, I prefer keen eye and mystical. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. Yes, I am wearing the same stuff as yesterday. Don't bash my cozy clothes. I will not have someone insulting my cozy clothes. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. Damn. You would normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. You wouldn't. Yeah, I don't travel much. I do enjoy seeing new places, but it's stressful, girl. Planes and everything. I mean, I don't mind it, but what if my flight gets canceled? What if I don't make it to my place in time? All these reservations. It's kind of stressful. I've become a homebody over the years. The funeral of Caroline Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. I feel like I wouldn't care then, but sure. This is when this comes into play. But it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Something has been tugging you back into this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made because you were always going to find your way here, so when your cousin called, you knew what had to be done. Interesting. And now, the end of your long journey's in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying... Whoa, hello. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours ago. Hours of one-sided conversation ago. Huh. Get a hint, bro. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Okay. I would hardly call that a prank. That's not fun. Why are you talking to me? How would I actually respond? I'm gonna try and respond as me. And I probably wouldn't say this even though I would think it. I would not say this. I wouldn't say that. Oops. Wait, what? Yeah, you know, teen stuff. I wasn't doing that as a teenager. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. I don't think that was very funny. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. Why would she be you pushed her into the harbor. But she kept swinging and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. Okay, so you were just being jerks. Wow, I really don't like this guy. He sucks. We had a good laugh and fished her out and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. Huh, okay. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. I would not call that serious at all. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and geez, you ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? She needs to run for the hills, oh my god. Yeah, we all the time, never fall through that, of course. Are you telling me this? You don't know me? I never felt that way about another person, and I find it alarming that you have. I'm resonating with this one, but it's not like I wouldn't say... I actually resonate with this one more. Yeah, all the time. Never followed through with it, of course. It's easier to be agreeable in this scenario, so... Oh, yeah, totally. Never would, of course not. Yeah, but I definitely think about it. Sometimes even plan it out. Just, you know, to let off some steam. Wouldn't ever do anything. I've never done this, actually. Like, I'm a true crime junkie for sure, but I can't say I've ever planned out someone's murder just for funsies. Yep, never. But a person can't help what thoughts they have, right? Yeah. I honestly could have killed that woman. Why would you tell me that? Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Jesus, what in the hell is your relationship with her? But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go out there. Why did you... You know what, whatever. Why would I ask that? I'd rather remain silent on that one. You sit in silence as a man admits he's threatened to murder the soon-to-be mother of his child whose birth he is currently missing, considering ditching to go have fun in New York. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? Home, I think. I've never been there, but I felt it like a call at the back of my mind for as long as I can remember. Some things can only be put off for so long. The young man anxiously shifts in his seat. For one perceptible moment, it's his turn to feel uncomfortable before he catches himself and heartily laughs. Oh, you must be talking about Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in the mountains. That's the only other stop until the bus turns around, so if you aren't getting off at my stop, you must be headed up that way. Most nobody ever goes there. I'm usually alone on the bus by now. Though, actually, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around there. Okay. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are. Thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now. Now that I think about it, I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. This is a very odd fellow. He looks back at his phone for one... Oh. Ooh. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his bag before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I know you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip. Sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. No thanks. Put your hand up to say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. Sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it. Ew. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. I'm good. Boiled peanuts are gross. Not bashing people who like it, but I think they're nasty. Just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes, squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. Damn, this looks busted. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Can't be good. Hello. Hey, Paige. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha. She looks annoyed to be here. I feel like this would be the first thing I would do, so... I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Yes, great, thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Okay. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. Follow her, climbing into the dusty relic. Doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Dialogue options labeled Explorer can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and long conditions. Okay, cool. Okay, rough. I think I'll do this one. How are you holding up? Fine. Are you sure you seem tense? You know you can talk to me, right? Went through something similar when my own mom passed. Are you sure? Yeah. She tenses up even more at the mention of your mom before letting out a heavy sigh. Maybe it's a sore spot for her. You quickly apologize. I'm sorry. That's probably not what you're looking for to hear right now. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. doesn't seem like she wants to talk right now, so I think I'm just going to remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. I'll just leave her alone. Oh, my goodness. Here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramp apartments in gray cities, Jesus. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. Why am I back here then? Personally, for me, I'm never called back to anywhere. For me, home is my mind, so I never have a burning need to go back to anywhere I've been before, no matter where it is. This is a pretty foreign feeling for me. I can't grasp it personally. So I don't know why we're here. I wouldn't have come. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. We can step in here? It looks like it's about to fall off the cliff. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been there for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. Wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floor has been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Okay. So you live here? Okay, no. No. I mean, I would probably say this, but I'll just go with a cool thanks. Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. Put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Okay. You said someone actually cleans this place. Have you ever actually seen that happen, or does this person just say they did it and leave? I mean, for being busted, I mean, it looks pretty clean. They can't fix everything. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Huh. Okay. Sweet, thanks. Cool, good talk. Okay. Both of these don't sound like something I would say. You said someone actually cleans this place. But they're funny thoughts. It just feels rude, so I'm not going to. This is her house. Alright, what's next? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Yeah, I saw him earlier. Look at this good boy. Well, very angry boy, but he's a good boy. Is that your cat? What's its name? Frou Frou. Do not try to pet her. She wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Leave the cat be then. You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. She looks pretty pissed, and I don't want to get scratched, so... Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. What an uncomfortable stay, I have to say. Is there, like, anywhere in town they can stay? You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Ugh. It's terrible in here. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stain paints the floors. Are you sure the toilet works? Yes, why wouldn't it? The water bill gets paid, therefore the toilet works. Do your business so we can move on. But it's so crusty. It's fine, don't be so dramatic. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guess. Lift toilet seat. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. I'm good. We aren't desperate enough for this. You know, on second thought, I don't need to. You might as well try since we're here. Is there another bathroom I could use? There's my bathroom, and there's my departed mother's. This one is the guest bathroom, so you should get used to using it. Nah, I'm good. Leave the bathroom to rejoin your cousin and finish the tour. You still have to go, but it can wait until later. You'll sneak out to the garden. Yeah. Rather shit in the garden than touch that thing. Next up, guest bathroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. Bedroom, I mean. Hold up. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. I'm dreading it. Oh, this isn't bad. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. An unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No, people have died in here. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. What's with all the boxes? Old family stuff. Okay, I won't press. Great, thanks. That's an odd thing to say. This is great, way nicer than what I'm used to. Guess I'll get settled. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with the bathroom's disgusting, I'm not touching that. But this concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Okay. You know, we don't have to inherit our parents' bad blood. We can start fresh now that it's just us. Yeah. Look, I'm sorry. I've been testy since you've gotten here. We aren't exactly one to talk. Clearly you and I have very different opinions on hospitality. Maybe we can start fresh tonight. Just stay out of my hair until then, okay? I have work to do. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'd just go home the next day. This sucks. You know what? Won't keep you. Won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. I'm gonna give me a save now. I'm gonna settle into my room. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. It's now the entrance to your room. Examine the painting on the wall. Must be an older relative of yours. Judging by the dates on the inscription, you've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Bell Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Yeah, her cousin kind of fucking sucks ass. I'm sorry, but as someone who, when I invite people over, do enjoy entertaining guests, this is atrocious, girl. She should have let me use her mom's restroom. That guest bathroom is criminal. What is that? This bedroom's fine. I don't have any issues with it. Old house, dusty, who cares? But the bathroom? That's an insult, okay? And there's bugs in the toilet. Girl, I'd rather take a shit on the floor in the middle of the hallway. That's how I feel about that. Pisses me off. Side rant, sorry. Let's check the closet. You see where your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet? Must be decades of family history stacked up in here. I'll leave it be. Some things are best left untouched. You close the closet behind you. Look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you own this place, you'd totally go out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. Once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which, of course, would have a little goldfish in it. Drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. I would not do it myself, but I would pay somebody to do it. And then I would enjoy it in winter and fall. Not in any other time of the year. No. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. Hello. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum lurks within. It's quiet but angry. Oh, pardon me. You gently close the drawer, leaving the marsupial in peace. This drawer belongs to the possum, and there's nothing you can do about it. You open the top drawer next. It's empty, as good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Yeah, I see no reason to touch him. It's a very odd house. Very old. He can have it. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice, clean bag. There's no going back now. That's enough. Doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. I think I'm gonna head to town. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. Just that. Oh my god, stretching feels so good right now. My back hurts. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of this tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Continue down the path. Finally, you made it back to town. That's not a horrible walk. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has a feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Damn. Oh, hello! Gretchen, come back, quit bothering strangers. Oh my gosh, hi! Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Pugs, so cute. Love Pugs, she's so cute. Thanks, she is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out and she's got a couple of weird growths, Or 17-year-old pug is pretty good. Yeah, it is. She's 17. What a peachy. Goodness. She's 17. That's gotta be really old for a dog, right? I mean, I own it. I know it's really old for a dog. Sure is. She's about 84 in dog years. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? But where are my manners? Talking to you for so long without introducing myself? I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then, there's a new crop of coal folks. But you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Paige. Must be Tabby's cousin, right? It's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone up in that big house. I don't know how she's doing. The real Tabitha's buried under whatever icy front she's been putting on. Yeah. Oh, cool. I don't know how she's doing. The real Tabitha, yeah. She's always been a little rough around the edges, to be honest. It's always been hard to tell if that's just the way she is, or if she's just been putting on an act for her whole life. I think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. I'm glad you're here. You being in town will probably do her good, even if she doesn't think so herself. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. I don't know about that. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Awesome, let's go. Why would I turn that down? Oh, good. So people do live here. Yeah. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. What's the problem with that? I'm gonna get into a booth. Pretend you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like they'd just seen Bigfoot. No need to be so shy. They don't meet many strangers. Kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. Especially since, well, they probably all know what you're here for. By extension, who you're related to. Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. Huh. As you settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the memories of conversations around you. Listen in. Stella turns to Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, two policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in your direction while whispering to each other. That must be Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet her. Looks so much like her. Oh yes, those eyes are unmistakable. That haunting look. Always thought it'd go away once she finally got out of this town, but I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. Oh, you guys are pretty terrible. A young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table across from you. Mommy, who's that? Don't stare, Tulip. That must be Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, so that's why she looks so sad. I would look sad too if I had to have Miss Tabitha as a cousin. You think Tabitha's cousin is mean too? I don't know. I'll find out next time I go visit Miss Tabitha. Are you gonna finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, Sweet Pea. We gotta get home to help Daddy. The far back corner, a man sits alone at a small table, sipping coffee and reading a paper. Why are the strangers who wander into town never gorgeous blonde ladies of an appropriate age? Why is it always coal boys, punks, and whippersnappers? Weird. Lastly, a group of coal miners sit hunched around the corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food. What do you think? Another young'un looking for mine work? No way. Billy don't got the stomach for it. That's gotta be the boss's cousin. There's that funeral this week, if I'm remembering right, for old Miss Perlance. May she rot in peace. Oh, let the lady rest, Zax. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were, especially before they've been so much as laid to rest. Damn, she was that bad, huh? If you'd have been around in her heyday, you'd be speaking ill too, Rodriguez. He's right. Nastiest woman I've ever met. That Tabitha is a blessing compared to her. Wow. Curse the whole lot of them. May every Scarlet burn in hell. Yeah. That's enough of that. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly placed a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Hell yeah, look at her! Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip. You can hit the H button. Okay, cool. Yeah, look at her! Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Word. Hi, Avery. Get a biscuit and a coffee. Have a biscuit and coffee, please. I heard they're really good. Best in the county. Okay. Avery pours the fragrant brew into your empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Now you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Hell yeah, girl. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure in the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check some of the things out. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? You have something in mind? Something's telling me this is a loaded question. What's like being that obvious? My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera, and it's always better when someone else is there too. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns biscuit in tow. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. You haven't introduced yourself. You haven't have to do that. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. A warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it. You know that it's good. Divinity given buttery form. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. This is really good. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know who it is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Aw, legit. videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Ooh, cool. You should really check out her channel page. It's amazing. I totally would. I think the best video to start with would be the river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. Huh. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Do I get to see it? Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Ooh. Despite the shakier camera footage, you can clearly make out the shape of the creature's head and its relative body proportions. You're pretty sure it's a cat, and a big one at that. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I can't see anything but that little thing, but hey. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. How local we talking? I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Looks like a big cat. See, it's got those little kitty cat ears right here. Maybe it's a mountain lion. No, no way. It is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body's way too long, no way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. I mean, I think anything could be possible. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you want to come along. Yes, I would. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. See ya! Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after skunk ape. What the hell is that? Tell me more. Well, it's kind of like Bigfoot, only smellier. So many variations of Bigfoot, I swear. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida. While I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug of war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say, want to tag along? Yes, I do. Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing. Against my better judgment, yes. I will follow a girl I just met into the woods at night to chase after dangerous beasts. Sound fun. If you put it that way, it does sound like this is a bad idea. But trust me, we'll have a great time. Been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school. So it'll kind of be like a blast from the past. And I mean, my cousin's been total poop, so whatever. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the little gang back together. Though I guess Kanika had to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we can get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials with it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... Hey, if you're really sure. If you change your mind. Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know. Yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. Hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Aw. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Okay. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are. Huh. You okay? I'm feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. Can't remember the last time I saw him leaving his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. Why not? Awesome. I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Nika is much easier to track down, since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. Okay. You paused before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leap tip. Okay. As long as you don't get sick of peanut butter and jelly, your meals will be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you've got it, you think to yourself. Leave the money on the table and pull Stella out of the diner. I didn't order anything, but he still brought it to the table. So, damn, are we broke? I hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. Well, my cousin sucks. I don't want to go back to that house, and she seems fine. So, you feel a slight sense of foreboding. You feel an overwhelming sense of foreboding, which seems only natural, considering where you are. Your instincts scream at you to leave, but at the same time, you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go with the flow, to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and to not dwell too much on this strange feeling. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. I like seeing her walk around. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Sure. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than anything cryptid related, of course? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I was stealing. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as a weird one anymore. Oh. Looks like it says tetanus leg. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans. Oh, it is! And bottles. Piles of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage. With grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it has been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful. What's the name? Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. Salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. That sounds kind of like a Debbie Downer there. You really expect to find anything? That's fair. We are hunting a creature that stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star on my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Not anything else? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. Nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. Want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals. But werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Yeah. We're not alone out here, but everything is cut from the same cloth. See that? I don't have an opinion. Then why did you forget I said anything? I just wanted to know your opinion on aliens. It doesn't mean I have one. Has anything bad ever happened? Let's move on. Do you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Phew. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie. Just old Duke. I like your hat. Now, what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk Ape? Sorry I asked. And who's this you suckers coming with you? Wait a tick, aren't you? You aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now, both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and won't be too appreciative of a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Aw, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. Well, the way you tromp around the woods at night yelling and chunk of bungus, or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. Lost 3 this week. Can't afford to lose it more than that. Wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. There ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell it is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. So damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in the woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that that's what's been getting at my chickens. It wouldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. Can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. Sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. If you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. As Duke's words leave his mouth, an existential dread begins to pull at your chest. Something is waiting for you deeper in the woods. Whatever it is, three of you are bound to meet it, and it will change you forever. There's something waiting for us deeper in the woods. I don't think this night ends well. Sure. How would you know? I go hunting in these woods all the time. Night, day, possums, bears, it don't make a difference. Even a mountain lion wouldn't stand a chance against the ingenuity of man here. Plus, it's not a mountain lion. Oh, don't get started again. Your daddy could hear you going on about ghouls and goblins, using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator. Do you want that to be his legacy, girl? And besides, you know my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. We'll be gone days, and the chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it if I don't nip this in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. And you know I have to put on a video by tomorrow evening. As Stella and Duke both root themselves in their stubborn insistence, the feeling from before gains form and clarity. Something fated has been locked in stone. Somebody here is gonna die tonight. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. I mean, why not be... Let's just go, Stella. He's the one with the gun after all. I don't need to look like a freak. Me personally, I always have like paranoid thoughts about being in the woods. He's gonna be fine. I couldn't go around telling every poor soul that likes to go hiking that they can't be in the woods today. That's right. Now y'all run along home and stay out of trouble. I hope you're good. Be good, bro. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. Uh-oh. I was gonna say that. Aw, you don't have to worry about old Duke. I've been out tracking with him before. The man sounds like a truck crushed to the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. I mean, I would be frank here. Wait, you don't want to dip out now. Sun's about to set. Things are just about to get good, I know it. Huh. I don't want to get shot today. Duke can't aim to save his life. You'll only be in trouble if he isn't trying to shoot you. Which, I guess would always be the case. Come on, I promise it'll be fun. At least hang out long enough to film me doing my intro. Been forever since I had anybody around to help out. I can never get anybody else to say yes. I don't know you. That's insulting. No. No. I'll help. Okay, fine, I'll help, but this had better not end up with either of us dead in a ditch. Great, I promise it'll be chill. If it makes you feel any better, not much usually happens on these hikes. Probably just head home pretty soon after it gets dark. People never know we were up here. There's a great overlook just up the path. We can start there. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Paige, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southernmost edge of the United States, including right in this very county. We're hoping to get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching. Stellars. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. I feel like I'm gonna regret this. Damn, it's a lot of me talking. Jesus. I still like it though. It's been pretty chill. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. I was gonna say it looks really pretty. Duke may be gone, but that feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you. Something unavoidable. Though what exactly is wrong in these woods still eludes you. What's wrong is that it's quieter than it should be. The air is a little too still. The creatures of the night are a little too absent. These hills are stale. Something wrong here. Feels oppressive, dark. Don't happen to mean stinky, do you? Do you think you're smelling the skunk ape? No, it's too quiet. This whole hillside feels dead. Now you mention it, it is a little quieter than it usually is out in these parts. Why are you still out here, girl? Maybe the skunk ape scared off some of the local wildlife. Why are you still referring to this like a... Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Remain silent. Hear that? That's the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of the herd about big scary predators like us. Let's check it out. You and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods. She reaches for her flashlight. What is going on? A single deer remains standing, staring down the beam of light, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. I was gonna say, is that Gretchen? Calm down, you're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. They don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Something wrong with that deer. Do you see its face? Now you mention it, there was something a little off. But it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of. So they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. There's not much we can do about it. It's never too late to turn back. I don't actually think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Those deer genuinely spook me. I don't know if you want me weighing you down. Don't be so hard on yourself. You just aren't accustomed to the sounds of the forest yet. Girl, I just want to leave. When you go on your first few night hikes, everything sounds like some horrible monster that's just waiting for an opportunity to stray you to bits. But eventually you realize it's mostly deer and raccoons, which probably won't go after you. Here, let's take a quick snap break before we get into the night's activities. Maybe some food will help settle your nerves. I probably would not be able to eat right now. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. I mean, I might as well eat something. All I had is a biscuit today. I'd probably eat the M&Ms. Grab the trail mix. Classic choice. Never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it has the best stuff. Mostly M&Ms. And I left out the raisins. No one likes those anyway. I like the raisins. I like raisins are good. I see that. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sound of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in Asheville. You have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Paige. Sure. I like it. It's a little cramped, the lights flicker, the toilet is constantly getting backed up because the lady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, but it's mine. I mean, technically, I guess it's the landlady's. I don't have to share it with anybody. It's a mess, but it's my mess. And I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, that's a great way to look at things. Can't imagine what it'd be like to share your place with people you don't know. Speaking of, it's gotta be wild staying with Tabby. For both of you. So what do you do for a living? I'm a streamer. To be fair, I'm currently in the service industry, but I do want this to be my career someday, so go with it. No way. Fellow content creator. Guess we got a lot in common, Paige. What are the odds? I mean, I just started, so probably not too much in common, but what sort of streams do you do? Video games, mostly right now. That's cool. I had to check out your channel sometime this week. How do you like it? I wouldn't trade it. Most people I tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Exactly, girl. I tell some people sometimes, since I just started, I don't exactly just go around saying it, but if I'm asked what I'm doing my delivery job for, it's for this. And usually people think it's pretty cool. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything. I did for a while. For a moment, you think you catch something in the tree line from out of the corner of your eye. Before you can see anything, it's gone. I think I saw something out there, man. Girl, do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. What's your story? Christian and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job, because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Keep the house in the family. Is it just you? Yeah, it's just me and Gretchen. My parents died a few years back. It's okay, I've done my mourning. Life goes on. And we still get to live in our beautiful family home. Just me and Gretchen. It could be a lot worse. I bet she would appreciate that. Aw, thanks. It's really sweet of you. How are you holding up? Open up to people this easily, so I'd probably go with this one. Don't do much about it. Long time coming, so I made my peace with it. I get that, but even so, I'm sorry. We're both too young to have to deal with this. It's showtime. Whatever lurks beyond the tree line is something best left unseen. But the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlet Hollow. There's no turning back now. I'm a bit terrified. Everything else went quiet. You're right. Whatever made that sound is close. You need to watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. You then still inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. A series of weak clucks call out from the nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall? Not like hairy either, so I think we can rule out Skunk Ape. That's one of Duke's chickens. Let's go after it. Follow Stella. Ow. You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh, the poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh god, it's still alive. I guess we'll have to roll the camera. I think we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and it's not looking good. I don't like this. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Hope I don't get demonetized for this one. You hear that? Oh, whew, swell ass, swear to God. Didn't I tell you to go on home? Birdie? Birdie, oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. Jesus H. Christ. There's something really wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight. Oh, goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. Better not be contagious. Got it on camera, too. Don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something? You know there ain't no such thing. Examine the chicken. What the hell? Got the same growth as that deer did. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. Hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Examine the growth. Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth's pulsing. Is that an embryo I can see in there? She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she'll be right as rain. A couple days? Happened to me once, and there's not so much as a scar these days. Oh no, it kinda looks like there's something in there. I think you see something squirming inside. Get on the head. Poor little chicken's eyes look up at you, glazed over, still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. Wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of the chicken's concerns. I never got a hold of her buzzard or wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Have it investigated to your heart's content. You step back and give the bird space. This is just like that deer. Deer? What deer? We ran into one earlier. Had growth just like Birdie. Think we should get out of here? Agreed. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. Oh god. What in the hell is that? Feel a tightening in the leash pulling at you from behind. Tugged under Duke's arm. The leash is drawn fully taut and there's a sudden looseness. Screaming and howling along with the... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Gretchen! Oh my god. What the hell these things? Oh my god! Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grabs for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence at his paws, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness. Her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit, get your grubby little hands off my bird. Get the thing away from Gretchen. I don't give a fuck about that chicken. You died for Gretchen, it's making you snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. Managed to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening. Whispered tones sliding out alongside. Ugh. Suddenly it's gone. Duke? Oh my god. Oh my god. What do we do? Okay, first things first, I grab Gretchen. Step 1 is done, Gretchen is safe. Great. Okay, step 2, what's step 2? Collect ourselves. What do you mean? I'm totally acting calm and rational. Now step 2 is that we chase after those things and get— oh my god, what's wrong with you? Stella, we have to get out of here. A man is dead. Yeah, you're right. Let's head back and call the police. My phone should get reception once we're back on the main road. Oh my god. Unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. Keep moving. We're almost there. The cell reached the main road and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It's not like they stopped following us. We should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. Buzz in your pocket. Tabitha. 13 text messages. Call her. Text her that you're okay. Your message just sits unread. Tabitha seems worried. Pretty late, isn't it? Hello, Earl. Stella Richmond. I'm up the mountains on the I don't know. On the Asgana trail? I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm butchering that. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun, it happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl. Who's going to tell Bo? Guess now we'll wait. Oh my god, girl. It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walks 2 officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses despite being in the middle of the night. Dude, really? See, right there. A thing jumps out of the woods and then the shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac. No, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods. Whatever they aren't human. They killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond. If you don't mind, this is evidence. Right. Okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. You notice Stella popped something out of the camera and slide it up her sleeve. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning and retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I— please call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you and— who are you exactly? This is Paige. She came into town today for the funeral. Paige, as in Tabitha's cousin, yeah. Damn, didn't think you'd actually show. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. Wasn't it? Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. Wow, incredible. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Durkin's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. If we have to ride back with you, we can just walk. Those creatures left. We'll be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist for your own safety. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. Cops are even still in the back of their squad car. Yes. You are just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hugby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella, a worried look stretched across her little pug face as Hugby scratches her behind her ears. Stella is quiet and stiff next to you, back reaches as you stared out the window, jaw clenched. Good? She doesn't respond. And? She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease and hear her let out a self-soothing sigh. Remain silent. Watching the trees pass, bathing in the light of the headlights, every now and then you think you see a pale, anguished face staring out at you, or it slips back into the darkness. Soon the rumble of gravel beneath the tires give way to an uneven pavement, and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. Paige. Sure. You're in town for the funeral. Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure she doesn't get in any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchen, and y'all have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. How am I getting blamed for this? Here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. Okay, Stella, why the hell would you ask if we could walk home? Fair question. I've just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them. I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. But I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. They seem blasé on everything. Can't believe they're waiting until morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now. And what's worse is, I think they imply that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all that footage. Truth will get out. Even if they don't believe that footage, those things are out there in the woods, and something's telling me they're not going away. Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. But it won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids. They have and never came across anything like this. Oh. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over there now before it gets any later. I should check in on Tabitha. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. Sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to hit up the mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. You put it like that. Sure, let's do it. Awesome, let's go. I hope she's still awake. Stella knocks on the door. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. Didn't hear it approach. Think someone's watching us. She turns to look. Paige. Jesus. Welcome home. You're finally where you meant to be. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared in the shadows of the night. Sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? What the hell was that? And who's this? Hi, Miss Forsyth. This is Paige. Is it okay if we come in? You and Miss Forsyth briefly lock eyes. She's impenetrable, but you feel small and almost naked in her presence. There's something about her that's far beyond you, but you feel no threat, no malice. The moment passes, and you see only the woman before you. Of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. Thank goodness, and for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. This is freaky. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you. God, I can't even talk for you right now. It's nice to finally meet you, Paige. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Perlane is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Who was that outside? He's a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. We need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh, my lord. Have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there? I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Pulls out the card she swiped from her camera and pops it into her phone. I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this, at least not before we had a chance to make a copy. Smooth. Imagine if they accidentally erased it. Exactly. I'll give it to them if they ask again, but for now, we can examine the footage for ourselves. Where was this? Up the mountains to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes. You see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I'll go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika's door is covered with stickers, their edges frayed from recent but failed attempts to remove them. This is a childhood room someone was unhappy to return to. Kanika, come out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. Hey, Gretchen, who's a good potato? And a stranger? What are you doing in my house? I'm gonna be frank. This is Paige, Tabitha's cousin, and she's right. It's serious, Kanika. Duke's dead. We caught it on camera. Jesus Christ. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. There's more to that footage than Mr. Calloway's ultimate demise. What? My channel? No, it's good. Odd. Hope I didn't miss any chats. I guess it was acting kind of funny. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. What happened in the woods? We weren't supposed to see any of that. You're not wrong. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Paige with this tally poop. Crap, what it? Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people despite that grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead. And if these are ditchlings, his death was an accident. My grandmother was wrong. And she was very rarely wrong. I mean, it was going for his chicken. I kind of want to assume that it was an accident. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate when tragedy is soon to fall. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? It's okay, Kanika, this is very helpful. I don't know if it is. Okay, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw the chicken in our video. Is that growth? What was that growth? I saw something living in that chicken. I saw something squirming around in that chicken. I wonder if we were seeing some sort of parasitic larva stage? Like they're really big, doughy wasps or something? Honestly, that would be worse than them being supernatural. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. Oh no, too late, and I should let Paige get some rest. Ran her ragged today with all this hiking and running through the woods in terror. I can stay up, this is important. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anything has information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. Go on home now, and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on whatever. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. See you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Paige. Not excited. It's excellent iced or warm. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Help us wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Randy, let's call it a night. Are you walking me home? Can I stay in your house? Well, this is me. Are you good finding your way back? Can't stay here? Sorry, Paige, I think I just need some time alone tonight. Sorry, we'll talk tomorrow, alright? I'll see you around. Yeah, we're in this together. Stay safe, buddy. You begin the long hike up to the Scarlet State alone. Almost home. Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to the door. Odd. Try the door. Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been? I texted you back. So there's a head reception. I don't care. Give me a heart attack. I got suckered into something. It was weird. The Stella girl had me come with her on the night hike to find cryptids. Ah, so you met Stella then. Explains everything, and she's gotten you all worked up. Going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, good night. You're on the estate. Sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. Probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. You thoughtlessly stumble into your room, and before you even fully realize you're there, you've already collapsed into the mattress, exhausted. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now you're safe and you're warm. Eventually the sun will rise and chase away the monsters, and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Ah, is this the end of the demo? No, what a crime! I can't wait for the full game. This is awesome. I'm thrilled. And there's no way that I'm ending this here. There is so much more to explore. I am fully exploring this demo because this is incredible. llamas, alpacas? I'm not sure. That thing. I could not be more impressed. For a demo, this is incredible. I wasn't expecting all this when I booted it up, but I'm definitely going to be playing this over the next few days. I'm thoroughly creeped out and really excited. Those things were crazy! That was insane! Poor Duke. They got him. Well, I think it was an accident. They were trying to get the chickens, but he had a shotgun though, and it's not like it could just get turned around that easily. This is the end of episode 1 in Scarlet Hollow's free demo. If you like to continue your story, your saves will automatically carry over into the full game. Cool! If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Okay. Maybe. Oh. It was really good. Hell yeah. Okay, that was Scarlet Hollow. So, I'll definitely be coming back to this. I think I'm going to keep my save. Like, I'm going to keep playing, but I don't think I'll save over that. I'm going to keep it where it's at right now, because I like that. But I'm going to come back in and actually explore some more, because this is awesome. But, I'm trying to quit the game. In the meantime, roll. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.